Hi, this is Art&Music Kumika Hashimoto and welcome back to the new episode. Today I just went to Shake Shack and had lunch. It was very good, but it was so crowded. Maybe because it was so rainy outside and people are looking for somewhere to hide from the rain, maybe, I guess. Anyways, it was very good, and I just came to a cafe and I'm having ube matcha. It's so good too. So if you're new here, I'm a graphic designer, musician, producer, singer, and actress, artist from Japan, based in New York. I'm just me forever. On this podcast, I share the behind the scene of building a creative career across music, design, and whatever adventures happen along the way. So first things first, I cut my bangs. You can watch the video on YouTube, by the way. I just cut by myself. I know this is not like exactly breaking news, but changing your hair somehow makes everything feel like a fresh start. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel a bit different. It's funny how something so small can give you new energy, right? And sometimes we wait for huge milestone to feel motivated, but honestly, even a tiny change can remind you that you are growing. And I guess that's one of the reasons I started this podcast. Word Note isn't about updating you on what I'm doing. It's like a diary that's open to the world. And I want to document what it's really like to chase creative dreams internationally. The exciting moments, the awkward moments, the things that don't go as planned, and the unexpected opportunities that somehow appear when you keep showing up. Hopefully, years from now, we can all look back at this episode together and see how much has changed. Speaking of unexpected opportunities, so recently I had my very first event in Los Angeles, Hollywood. It wasn't just my first event there, it was one of those moments that made everything feel a little more real. For so long, LA was just a place I imagined from movies, music videos, and the artists I looked up to. And I visited there several times, but just for trips. But this time I actually went there to watch the film that has my music on it, Lappy. My original song Lappy was featured in the film called Dropping Off. And I think I'm gonna talk about it on the next episode. But so when I went there, I sort of having my first event in there. So meeting people, performing, having conversations, and realizing that this creative community was made up real people was very special moment for me. And that was the event I got to talk with my fans as well. And I realized everyone starts as a stranger, everyone has their own story, and sometimes all it takes is just saying hello. And I was so glad that I finally got to meet my fans, and I also made some name designs in Japanese to give my fans. You can see on my Instagram as well. That experience reminded me that opportunities don't only happen online, and that happen when you physically show up, introduce yourself, and become part of conversation. As I mentioned, I spent lot of time at film festivals, which honestly deserves an entire episode on its own. So I'm gonna talk about it on the next episode. But watching audiences react to stories from all over the world and knowing that my own music was part of one of those films was something I'll never forget. It made me rethink about how music and film can travel across languages and cultures in ways that words sometimes can't. So I think in the next episode, I'll tell you more about everything I learned from those festivals. Because I also attended film festival in New York as well. And my LA event was about exhibiting my graphic design, merch, and I performed Lappy, and there was also a listening session of the music I curated. It was like 1960s music I like, and Beatles, Michael Jackson, all the good music, and also I did the custom name design in Japanese. Most importantly, it was at the Açaí Bowl place in Hollywood, and it was like heart of Hollywood, and I got to make my own açaí bowl menu thanks to the Toastic Hollywood members. So they offered me Kumika Bowl, which is my original menu. So I got to customize the açaí bowl to whatever I want, and my fans got to eat my original menu Kumika Bowl, and they said it's so good. So I was very glad that they liked it as well, because on the day of the film festival, I just had a flight on that day, and I went straight to the açaí bowl place before the film screening to try the actual taste before, offering to my fans, of course. And it was very good, so I was very looking for it, and my fans also like it, so it really made me happy. I really want to do some pop-up, like creative pop-ups, like mixing my own, graphic design, art, music, because I'm the person who doesn't do like only music. I also do graphic design professionally, so it's very something special, like very unique from what like typically the pop-up is. Maybe not in the States, not only in New York, LA, maybe like around the world, in London, because I was born in the UK as well, and yeah. And before I wrap up, I want to share a few things I'm dreaming about recently. Firstly, I'd love to appear in international films someday, not only as a musician but also as an actress. This came from like my experience attending a lot of film festivals happening in LA, Palm Springs, in New York. It was very such a great opportunity to connect with filmmakers, and also I got to watch like a bunch of films. I also have a little bit of acting experience in Japan, so I was like, why don't I try acting in the States as well? And that's why I'm trying podcast in English. The second thing I'm dreaming about recently is that I want to make music with even higher quality, and I want to collaborate with artists who inspired me and create projects that are simply fun to make. So hit me up if you are interested. And one day I'd love to host a radio show in Japan, which invites artists, creators from across the world. Because I always loved talking about creativity, culture, and the stories behind the work, even with my friends. So maybe this podcast is the very beginning of that journey, I believe. And thank you so much for listening to another episode of World Knows by Kumika Hashimoto. If you are also working towards something that feels far away, I hope this reminds you that every small step counts. And I'll keep sharing mine, and I love for you to keep following the journey. And until next time, take care, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Just watching people at Christmas market. I'm changing my beat. I'm not here to blend in. It's hard to wait, but I know I can make it happen. Hot chocolate in New York, in a city where people dreaming, and people love to keep moving on. It's a taste of hope and a taste of